If you're going to go at a legend, you better not miss. As we know, Angel Reese come out this week. She absolutely crushed her own teammates into the dust, and she even decided to go after a legend, the legendary Courtney Vandersloot, who, of course, blew out her ACL at the beginning of the season, and she is in the midst of making a comeback. And, of course, Angel Reese made some comments that were none too kind to a legend.
The Chicago Sky's 2025 season was already spiraling into a highlight reel of dysfunction, but nothing, and I mean nothing, could have set the stage for the spectacle that unfolded when Angel Reese took aim at one of the most respected veterans the WNBA has ever seen.
Yeah, at this point it's over. That whole Sky Barbie thing, that thing is over. Angel Reese is done in Chicago. They're going to move on. They have to. With what Courtney Vandersloot just came back and said, Courtney Vandersloot just smoked Angel Reese. And you know who else is going in on Angel Reese? You got Nightcap with Unc and Ocho, Shannon Sharp and Chad Johnson going in on this Angel Reese situation. She didn't think it was going to go this way. This went all the way in left field. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
What should have been a simple post-game interview spiraled into a full-blown character hit job on Courtney Vandersloot, a 5-time All-Star, 2-time champion, and the league's second all-time assist leader. The audacity was jaw-dropping, but the fallout? Even more brutal.
With the Sky. She's won a championship with the Liberty. And I mean this when I say this, Jeff Pagliocca does not give two fucks about the star power of Angel Reese. As well as that, it's not like a Caitlin Clark star power where having Angel Reese on your team instantly improves your city's economy. Having Caitlin Clark on your team improves your city's economy. Having Angel Reese on your team doesn't do any of that. It does not do any of that. However, this Courtney Vandersloot is someone that Angel Reese has. She was the one player Angel Reese name dropped in her thing about basically saying she's not good. She's not going to be good enough.
Let's not sugarcoat this. Angel Reese, a second-year player showing more backslide than breakthrough, had the audacity to question whether Courtney Vandersloot, yes, the legend herself, could bounce back from an ACL tear at the age she's at.
Angel Reese will be lucky if she has a third of the career that Courtney Vandersloot has had. And by the way, this has only been out maybe an hour, and I'm seeing responses from Angel Reese fans. They are some of the ugliest, nastiest, ghetto thug responses. I'm going to keep it real. Responses I've ever seen in my life. People have calling her Courtney a bitch, a hoe. I mean, I shit you not. That's the level of response Angel Reese fans have given this NBA legend.
The irony here is so thick it practically writes itself. Angel Reese questioning championship pedigree to Courtney Vandersloot, a player who literally led Chicago to its first and only title in 2021, then packed her bags and delivered New York its first in 2024. Vandersloot owns more rings than Reese has seasons shooting above .500. It's the equivalent of a JV sophomore telling Michael Jordan he's washed because of his birth certificate.
The Chicago Sky, they might be saying to themselves, Angel Reese just isn't worth the headache that she is causing. Great rebounder. As for everything else, she's not worth the headache that she's causing. She's going to call out the organization. She's going to call out the front office. She's going to call out the teammates, throw Courtney Vandersloot under the bus. Doesn't really go over well with the organization. Doesn't really go over well with the teammates.
If you are enjoying, please subscribe. But Courtney Vandersloot didn't build her Hall of Fame resume by backing down, especially not from the careless words of a teammate half her age. Her clapback wasn't loud, it didn't need to be. It was precise, calm, and devastating. Contrary to what people say or think, my age is actually not a factor, Vandersloot stated with the poise of someone who has been silencing critics for over a decade. I am coming back, and I'm going to come back better than ever, because that's what I've always done. I've put myself in a position to return and compete, even at this age. The message beneath the words was impossible to miss. While Angel Reese has spent her time pointing fingers, dodging accountability, and searching for excuses, Vandersloot has done the opposite, grinding, rehabbing, and preparing with the quiet determination that has defined her career. At 36, she isn't begging for attention or sympathy. She's tackling this setback with the same steady professionalism and unshakable work ethic that earned her the respect of the entire league. A career defined not by noise, but by consistency, leadership, and results.
She said, contrary to what people think, what people say or think, my age is actually not a factor. I am coming back. This is after Angel Reese said, yeah, Sloot is old. We need somebody young that can do this, that got some experience, but we need somebody young. She too old. I don't know if she can come back from that torn ACL. Sloot wasn't going for it. And I'm going to tell you right now, Courtney Vandersloot has won a title in Chicago, and she will not be playing with Angel Reese next year. I'm going to tell you that right now.
This is the point Reese's defenders fail to grasp. Vandersloot doesn't need noise. She doesn't need to wage Twitter wars or stir up headlines to remain relevant. The numbers already do the talking. The all-time WNBA leader in assists per game, 6.6. A pure floor general whose vision and unselfishness elevated everyone fortunate enough to share the hardwood with her. That resume doesn't require validation, least of all from a player still struggling to prove she belongs. Reese, meanwhile, hides behind bravado as a shield for inefficiency. Her 3.9 turnovers a night and 39.1% shooting from the field aren't just ugly stats, they're flashing sirens of an unfinished product. They expose raw talent undermined by recklessness. Where Vandersloot, even at 36, proves how discipline and craft sustain greatness, Reese proves the opposite, that talent without refinement is a wasted gift, destined to fade into irrelevance.
Angel Reese will make the WNBA bigger than the NFL in 5 years. Girl, what are you smoking? How is this going to work when she can't even sell herself? I mean, the NBA will be lucky if they even last that much longer. That's the point we're at. And who's to say Angel Reese will even be on a team in that long too? Like, this girl always will find some way to complain or feel that she is deprived of whatever right it may be. Nobody likes angels, Dawn. Like, just get it through your head. And people are going to say, well, she's beautiful. Girl, if that is all you have for your people to back you up on, you know you're doing something wrong. Regardless of what I think, girl, do not rely on that for your whole personality.